Well, hello, my fellow viscous swamp monsters. I hope you are doing well because I am. Today we are gonna put our detective hat on because we are gonna play a frog detective in a game called Chytrid. Chytrid is a real word, by the way. It is a fungus that affects frogs and can be fatal to them, which is sad because I really love frogs and toads and amphibians in general. So I hope everybody will be alright in this game that is free and available on itch.io, and you can find the link to the game in the description below if you want to play it yourself. Now let's investigate. Chytrid. Start. New town, new beginning, new life. I'm so happy that I finally found something that I want to do. Detective assistant. Check that out, Grandpa. Okay, so we are an assistant. This is the start, the first step, the first chapter of my newfound occupation. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
Okay. Oh. I love how it moves. That's amazing. Okay, nothing is happening. Nothing to do here. Interesting. Oh, I'm blocked. I thought there would be a path here, but I'm blocked. Yep, same here. Why? Why though? Like, you could have something like that. I'm guessing it's water. It's water. Like, why an invisible wall when you have this already that blocks your path? I don't know your face. New in town? Yes, sir. I'm here to become a detective assistant. I was told to go look for Detective Damien. Detective Damien lives in the house with a truck outside. Go and meet him. Thank you, sir. I've been wanting to become a detective ever since I was a kid. You know, my grandpa was one, and I've always wanted to... Hey, kid. Yeah? I didn't ask. Out of my sight. Alright, alright. You must be 𝕮𝖆𝖕. Oh, that's a cute name. You surely know already, but I am Damien, the only detective on this damn town. It's good to have you. What? You want to investigate right now? Calm down, there are no ongoing cases right now. However, if you really want to do something... Like you, there is another frog who just moved in today, named Ito, I think. He's living in the house right next to this one. Go and investigate him. Don't tell him I sent you though. Oh, and by the way, when you come back, you can sleep in the truck next to this house. I kid you not, it's a neat place. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. Wow! Ito is a big boy! Hey, what do you want from me? Do you just want to chat? Well, that's alright with me. My name is Ito. I came here to take care of the Chytrid plantations in this town. Pleased to meet ya. Oh, don't know what Chytrid is? It's a shroom, a red and bright shroom, very poisonous too. Only a few kinds of frogs are immune to its poison. Frogs like me, bwahaha. It's really tasty if you want to know the truth. Well, in any case, I think it's good that I'm here now. Why, you ask? Oh well, it's because some people have been stealing chytrids from the plantations. I understand they're expensive, but damn, either pay for them or go away. Anyway, With me here, you can be sure that won't happen again. I won't allow it. Oh, that's cool. You won't allow it? How poisonous is Chytrid? Who do you think is stealing them? Who do you think is stealing them? I don't know, I'm new in this town after all, ha ha ha. However, I do have a few ideas. It's probably some fat and lazy frog who wants to eat a bunch of Chytrids without paying for them. Shameless frogs, you know? Oh, rats. Just thinking about it makes me angry. Don't slender rats out of nowhere. Ugh, it's getting late. If that's all you had to ask me, I'll ask you to leave now. Good night and take care, buddy. Okay. Oh, that is said plantation. Can I go in? No. I don't know what this is. I'm guessing it's a puddle, but I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter, but it's good to know everything. So I can sleep. Do you want to sleep? Yes, no, but in yellow. No, but in yellow. Bye. I want to check everything before going to sleep, just to see if I'm missing stuff. Oh, it's a church. Maybe it's a church, maybe not. It looks more like a hybrid between a church and a library. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna follow the direction the game is giving me, so it's late, let's sleep. Yes, good night. Oh, frog news. Young sole guardian of the town has been found dead. We regret to inform of the death of brave and kind Jan, the guardian of the town's entrance, who was found dead today at very early hours of the morning in his usual work spot. It is unclear why he died. His body was covered with small specks of red and bright dust. What this means is being discussed by the police, who have promised to catch the murderer if there is one. Many frogs are outraged and offended as local shoe shop unveils latest line of open-toed shoes. Do we not like toads? Good morning, 𝕬𝖐𝖐. Idila? I don't know, whatever. I see you've woken up early. Wait, what's that you carry with you? Oh, the newspaper. Did something interesting happen? Oh, I see. Well, wouldn't you know it, 𝕬𝖐𝖐. It seems that we're in luck. Yeah, somebody died. We're so lucky. A mystery is unfolding right before our eyes. It is time for you to go investigate. You'll find that there are many places in this town you can enter. Other, however, are locked. You can choose to visit those who are allowed in any order. By the way, I can bet you I know who discovered the body. Each morning, Lucita takes a walk really early. Just wanders around town. She likely found Jan at 4 a.m. or so. Her house would be a good place to start the investigation. Be sure to also question her two servants. Timmy and Tommy, I think, were the names. Okay. Where does she live? Hello, this is the town's police station and my name is Az. I see that you're new in town. It's a pleasure to meet you. I assume you want to know about today's or yesterday's murder. I understand that you're a detective assistant, so I will tell you everything we know. The victim shows no wounds and no sign of struggle or fighting. The red dust we found on him has been confirmed to be the Chytrid shroom, so it's likely that he was poisoned with Chytrid. But it's odd, whoever did this to him didn't even bother to hide the dust or manipulate the crime scene. Why? It could have been a suicide, I guess, but Xion didn't look like the kind of person to do such a thing, at least not without leaving a note. Xion was the first person you met on this town, isn't that right? It must be shocking to see him go so suddenly. He wasn't a bad frog, not at all. Oh, why do you think Xion wouldn't kill himself? How much Chytrid did he consume? Az is a weird name, isn't it? I'm gonna ask, how much did he consume? We can't say for sure. He was old and prone to get sick a lot, so I don't think he had to consume a lot today. Which only makes it weirder. If a small dose was enough, why was there so much Chytrid dust laying around in the scene? It's like the criminal wants us to know. Whatever, I can tell you no more. Have a nice day. Can you tell me where Lucita lives? That would help me a lot. The 2018 double suicide tragedy. This book is dedicated to unsolved or vaguely solved mystery cases which have happened in the past few years, and as such it's impossible to leave out the infamous 2018 double suicide case. Two politicians by the name of Caligula and Hans were found dead, apparently poisoned or overdosed by some sort of drug. The autopsy revealed that Caligula died first by a few hours at least. They were formally dressed and in a luxurious closed room. An adjacent political candidate named 𝕮𝖆𝖕𝖎 was suspected of murdering them, but no conclusive evidence was found and the case was said to be a double suicide, to the disquiet of many. It is still discussed what exactly happened in the inside of that closed room. Okay. There is indeed a lot of stuff to check out in this town. Oh. Okay, yes. Good morning. Excuse me if I look depressed. What I've just witnessed today has come as a shock to me. Why yes, I did find Yon's body. How did you know? I suppose it doesn't matter. You want me to tell you the details, isn't that right? I will, worry not. Each morning, I wake up at a very early hour, a little before 4 a.m. I do this because I enjoy to see the sunrise. Today, however, my peaceful stroll was interrupted by... what a horrible sight. That body. It was exactly 4 a.m. I believe, maybe a few minutes past. Except for the red dust, his body was intact, no wounds or anything. I only realized he was dead because of how pale and immobile he looked. At that point, I immediately came back to my house and called the police. I was told you had two servants. Where are they? They are clearly here. Don't ask that question. Why did the police say, did you kill... I'm gonna ask, did you kill him? What kind of question is that? Me? Kill frog? I feel attacked.
I feel very attacked!
Never in my entire life had anyone insulted me this way. Please refrain from talking to me again, or at least as long as today lasts. I mean, even if she did kill him, she probably would not say, yes, I did it. The servants. It is late. You should go to your house. It is late indeed. My house is a fucking truck, I think. Okay, back to this weird church-looking building. Oh, who are you? It's late. You should go to your house. Okay. Let's sleep again. Frog news. 𝕮𝖆𝖕, town priest, found dead in church. Okay, so I think that's a church. Apparently following on yesterday's tragic death of Jan, our town's guardian, today the police have found the body of 𝕮𝖆𝖕, the priest of the town. The circumstances are the same as yesterday. No clear cause of death, body covered with small specks of red and bright dust. The ongoing, almost confirmed theory is that they died due to poisoning with Chytrid. The police has confirmed that they are patrolling the streets every night and will continue to do so, while clearly they aren't doing a good job. Community frustrated that a local frog make the same happy birthday joke to every resident on their birthday. Okay. There are worse things in life than a bad pun. Let's... Oh, maybe I should have talked to Damien. Oh, welcome. We haven't seen each other's faces before, I believe. I am pleased to meet you here in the place of worship. Peace be unto thee. Who am I? Oh, how can you ask such a silly question? Is the answer not clear before your eyes? I am the guardian deity of Chytrid Church. I am no god, so to speak, but I am his direct successor. When all Chytrids in the world bloom at the same time, and the earth open, revealing the ugly and intricate underside of this world, I will be the judge of everything that's mortal and unholy. Beginning with frogs. They keep me in the church, hidden. Now the priest is dead, and the day of judgment is soon to come. Follow the way of the Chytrid, my child, and you'll be safe. Okay, who really are you? The murder related to whatever you're talking about? How do I follow the way? We're here to investigate. Indeed they are. More than you'll ever know, the death of Jan, the guardian, expresses the third letter of the word. What? What? The death of 𝕮𝖆𝖕, the priest, expresses the fourth. What? The fuck does that mean? The first and second letters were spoken aloud long ago. You frogs probably thought it was over. It's not. There are 3 letters remaining. I can hardly wait. What? We have to find a word, I guess? A 7-letter word? I'm very confused. I'm gonna try to talk again to Lucita. Oh, the servants. I salute you. Sorry, you won't be able to talk to Mrs. Lucita today. She's very sick. Isn't that convenient? And in bed in the basement below us. She likes it there because it's warm. Basement? Warm? That's suspicious. Sorry, ma'am, she won't come out. She told me not to disturb her, and I'm too afraid of her to disobey. I'm 𝕮𝖆𝖕, by the way. The other's Tommy. No, little Tommy won't tell you anything. He's mute. Like, literally. I usually don't talk because I don't have anything to say. Tommy doesn't talk because he can't. Anyway, can I help you? What was Lucita doing yesterday night? What were you and Tommy doing yesterday night? I'll come back when Lucita feels better. I'm gonna ask about Lucita. I'm afraid I can't tell you that. Goodbye. Just checking. Hello, you must have heard the news already. What a pity. You know, he wasn't a bad frog, 𝕮𝖆. He often got in fights with the major, but other than that, he was pure. The priest, pure fights. His son must be suffering a lot right now. The priest has a son. His son, who is that? His son did it. About the church, what's gonna happen to it? His son, who's that? Oh, you don't know him? I'm new to the town, I don't know anybody. Well, it makes sense since he's very little and can't move for himself. His father's death must be a real shock for him. Poor baby. If he's so little that he can't even move for himself, he probably doesn't realize what a father is and what death is, so he probably doesn't care that much. He probably doesn't understand. The Chytrid church doesn't see reproduction as a sin. Okay. Or anything, so priests can still have children. In particular, 𝕮𝖆's son seems to be very passionate about religion. Not in the best way though. If you have gone to the church today, you should know what I mean. He likes to scare people off with crazy stories that he probably doesn't even believe. Be careful with him. So, the person we talked to in the church was the priest's son. I thought it was like a goldfish in a bocal, but I guess it's a tadpole in a bocal. Good to know. We talked to the priest's son. It's late, you should go to your house. Yeah. Frog news. Today, in the church, the same place of 𝕮𝖆's death, red dust was found scattered all over the floor. Buried on it, there was a note signed by Detective Damien. The contents of the note are reproduced here. I believe I'd catch the murder. I believed I was dealing with a normal murder case. It is an entity so powerful I cannot comprehend it, which name I don't even dare pronounce or write. This is my end. If he was murdered, police believed that he was thrown to the river or swamp, therefore the absence of a body. That doesn't make sense. So is Damien like killed himself? I think he may have killed himself, or maybe just retired, but it looked kind of like a suicide note. Damien is not here. Not Damien. Ito is not here, which is not good. Oh. There's a mushroom here, that's bad, right? There's nobody inside the house. Maybe it's like not that bad, but I think it's like a bad sign. Back to the police station. Hello, Miss Idela. Yes, I know the news already. It's such a shame that he's gone. I'm sorry for you. I think you were getting along. True, you hardly knew each other, but still. Okay, let's think cool. Headley. I choose to believe you're not the culprit. I'm not the culprit either. Around the same time the last two murders took place, I was patrolling the streets with colleagues who can confirm the story. Then there are a few suspects left. the major. I am guessing they mean the mayor, Lucita and her servants, Ito and 𝕮𝖆𝖕's son. You said that 𝕮𝖆𝖕's son cannot move, so... But who did it? Who the hell did it? What if it's all suicides? It could be. Hello, please be seated as today it's 𝕮𝖆𝖕. If it's Greek, that's how you would pronounce it, 𝕮𝖆𝖕, will unravel everything to you. I expect you an attentive stance, so that you may understand. Every night I'm about to tell you and act accordingly. Okay, I still don't know who you are, go on. I know you're only a kid trying to scare me. I know you're only a kid trying to scare me. Me? A kid? Who has told you such a... Perhaps they told you that I'm that priest's son. Well, that's a vile lie. Just so you know, I'm divinity made flesh. Okay, let me chance... I'm guessing they mean change the subject here. Back to what I was saying. 3 years ago, 2 frogs named Caligula and Handel died. It was Hans. In that order on the same day. Those were the 2 first letters of the name. C, H, okay, it spells Chytrid. Jan and 𝕮𝖆𝖕 marked the 3rd and 4th letter, C, H, Y, T. We are now waiting for R, I, and D. So, I don't know who this is. That's Ito, I think, and that's Damien, I think. This is how I believe. I mean, how I have decided everything will happen. Fate is, like guilt, unescapable. Save yourself before saving others. Not physically, that is, but spiritually. I wish you the best destiny. Don't take yourself that seriously, man. I wonder if the night is gonna happen at some point, like if or if it's like how can I say it? If the night happens right when I do the interaction I'm supposed to do to make the night happen, or if it's like timed and after like let's say 3 minutes the night happens. Oh, hi! I see you've come back, miss. I'm glad. I'll use this occasion to apologize for yesterday, in case my words were rude or hurtful to you. Okay, I'm pretty sure the night happens after I interact with a person. It appears that you wish to know really badly what I was doing during the night of 𝕮𝖆𝖕's death. I will tell you, and you better listen. And you better listen good. That night, I was busy murdering the town's priest. Did you fall for it? Nah, that's not the truth. Not the truth at all. There was a social gathering that night with a bunch of other rich people from town. That's all that happened, really. Lucita and her servants were there too, so you can ask them. In fact, I think only one of the little frogs was there. I wonder why that was. Why didn't you tell me that from the start? You're lying. Which one of the 2 servants was there? Which one? Tommy or Tamo? I don't know. Which one is the mute one? So Tamo is the mute one. I am pretty sure. Yeah, sorry, it's late. That's right. So I think I can speak to 3 people before the night happens. Frog news. Anonymous letter arrived to the editorial. An anonymous letter with no signature, yes, that's kind of the point, arrived yesterday to our headquarters. The words in it were written messily with red ink and comprised only 3 phrases, written in all capital letters. The content is as follows. We always leave the body there. The victim never knows what hit him. The last one is a fake. Coca-Cola sales rise after company offers discount to customers who perform hip-hop songs upon purchase. I love the frog puns. Oh, the police station is closed. 𝕮𝖆𝖕𝖎, I think, is not here. Where's everyone? Oh, hey. Oh, you're here again. Hello, Miss Idaho. I think that was your name? Idela, same thing. Anyway, I'm not sure how may I help you today. I've already told you everything. Well, perhaps not everything. Okay, what do you mean not everything? Let's not keep secrets, old fart, spit it out. Is it related to your ex-wife? What do you mean not everything? I'll tell you, starting from the beginning, I was elected as, I'm pretty sure that's mayor. I'm gonna say mayor. So I was elected as mayor of this town not too long ago. There was 2 other people who were candidates, as well as me. Their names were Caligula and Hans. So the priest's son maybe lied, maybe it was like a typo, but he said the wrong name, because it's definitely Hans. I don't know if you even had heard their names before. Yes, I did. Unfortunately, their story is one of the folks around here like to tell a lot. The thing is, they were really professional frogs. Mature, elegant, smart. The town obviously liked them better than me. And then, one day, they find them both dead, in a closed room, poisoned. Nobody heard anything. Nobody knew anything. I went on to win the elections. However, a lot of people believed, some still believe, that I murdered those 2 frogs. I didn't. Ultimately, the police determined they had committed suicide due to insufficient evidence, suggesting murder. I don't know if it could be related to our current case. I hope it helps you in some way. It's a sad story. Hey, Lucita's back! Hello! As you probably have noticed, it has been a while since we were last able to properly hold a conversation. I apologize for this. I had been extremely sick and indisposed. I feel way better now. I guess that my servants have already told you about it, but this situation started right after coming back from a social event in the mayor's hall. It was a fairly private and elitist gathering, so it's normal you weren't invited. Sorry if that offends you. Anyway, I had to leave early during that party. I wasn't feeling so good, and that uneasiness evolved into this sickness. It was probably an emotional problem, not anything else. Okay, did it like bug or something? Is it normal? What just happened? I don't feel like talking today, okay? The night thing is pissing me off a little bit. Frog news. Masked frog arrested after walking into a bank with a weapon. Witnesses claim he wanted to rob it. How many frog puns can you make? Oh, Damien is back! Hello, 𝕮𝖆𝖊𝖕. Are you surprised to see me here? You shouldn't be. I did not die, I merely made it look like it. I thought you would have figured it out by this point. I didn't do this for fun. There's a clear reason why. I'll explain it to you in a few minutes. Beyond this door, I've gathered every suspect, just in case you'll interrogate every single one of them for the last time, and then we'll arrive at a conclusion. I already know who did it, but I want you to think. So go on, my apprentice, and uncover this mystery. Okay. But where did you gather everyone? Because I don't see anyone. Okay. Well, it's a pleasure to see you all here in the same place. I'm glad to see no one is missing. Have you thought about it, 𝕮𝖆𝖊𝖕? Do you already know the name of the perpetrator? Do you already know the name of the perpetrator? Do you already know the name of the perpetrator? Do you already know the name of the perpetrator? The mastermind behind this heinous act? Do you? No, I don't. Don't worry about it. Allow me to steal the spotlight. I'll say it right now. It was Lucida. We arrived here by a simple process of elimination. Everyone else's alibi can easily be supported by other frogs, or by physical, undeniable factors. Let us take Thiago's death as the turning point for our investigation. Lucida and her servants left early by Lucida's own choice. Her servants reported that Lucia took a detour. That's nuts! After taking that detour, without anyone else present, she came back and locked herself in her room for 2 days. I attribute this to fear. Fear that she would break down if interrogated. What? But I was sick! Maybe she was sick because of the Chytrids, because it can kill you, but not always. So maybe it can just make you sick if it doesn't kill you. The answer is obvious to me. The details are irrelevant, although I can explain them if you have the time. What do you think, 𝕮𝖆𝖕𝖕? You're right, thank God you solved this case. I knew it all along. No, you're wrong, it's not Lucida. I'm gonna say no, you're wrong, just to see. I don't know who it is, but just to see what he says. What do you mean that I'm wrong? What are your grounds for saying this? If Lucida is not the culprit, then what's the explanation behind the evidence that all point to her? How about you let me talk for a second, if you may? Hell, you were supposedly dead, detective, only a few minutes ago. Silence, murderer! Let the woman talk. She has the right to defend herself, yes. I didn't take any detour. Why did my servants tell you that? I know, my master, that you told us not to say it publicly, but I didn't wish to obstruct an important investigation. That I told you what now? I went straight home. Tamo, why are you lying? I merely speak the truth. If I may speak, I think my ex-wife, Lucida, they were married. I don't even know the name of this frog. Suffers from several important defects and faults, but I see no reason why she would take part in murder, especially involving the people who have died. Damien, you're going too fast. You barely told us any of the reasoning that led you to this conclusion. Can we start from the beginning? Alright, since you asked for it, the most obvious part of these murders is its apparent connection with 2 deaths which occurred 3 years ago. The 2 frog politicians, Caligula and Hans. In case you didn't know, those 2 frogs were said to commit suicide a few days before the elections. Many still don't believe them to be merely suicides. If you mean to imply that... Not worry, Mayor. I know you didn't do it. Neither did the murderer of this current case. I believe I know who did it, but it's still not anyone in this room. It's an unrelated case. Let's not talk too much about it. You are the one who talked about it. By the way, the sun's priest is not present. The important part about those murders lay in the initial of the two frogs murdered, C and H. The initial of those frogs who died recently are Y and T. It would appear that the murderer is trying to form the word Chytrid. This is also congruent, I don't know this word, with the extremely obvious murder method, poisoning with Chytrid. At first glance, it's suggesting that it's either A, the work of a cult, or B, the work of God. If we accept B as true, we also accept that we'll never be able to deal with a God, therefore we'll never solve the case. Then let's focus on A cult? Yeah, because why would a God do this? Also, he said that the two cases, the politician suicide, this case was unrelated to Jan and 𝕮𝖆𝖕𝖎's murder. It feels related to me. This could make sense. You could say that Jan was punished because of being rude and not doing a good enough job at protecting the town, and 𝕮𝖆 was punished because he wasn't a good enough priest and didn't entirely follow the way of the Chytrid. Caligula and Hans, dead long before that, were punished for being corrupt politicians. However, it's my belief that C and H are completely unrelated to Y and T. Our current murderer realized then C and H were, I'm guessing it's that C and H were the beginning of Chytrid and decided to complete the word. That would make it look like the work of something divine, giving him a cover-up and distracting us from the major issue. Oh, this one it's major. And distracting us from the major issue. Both Jan and 𝕮𝖆 were old pole of the mayor, but now they were in terrible terms, to the point where they all hated each other. Then it's the mayor! I did not. No, Idela, that's not it. What? Then the criminal knew I would make it this far. They knew that I would arrive at the conclusion that it was the mayor. They were expecting me to say that the mayor did it and send him to jail. Ah, that's the garbage truck. Who would want to see the mayor in jail, Hidela? His ex-wife? Wait a minute. If you may, are you trying to say that this whole affair is just me trying to take revenge on my ex-husband? That's preposterous. Very sorry about that. Also, in like 10 minutes, even less, my neighbor is gonna go to work, so you're probably gonna see her. I mean, her car lights and like hear her car. That's exactly it. No, detective, that's not it either. Then, my apprentice, who did it? Who is the mastermind behind this sorry event? 𝕮𝖆. 𝕮𝖆? What? But how? Detective, I think your guess so far were correct. However, you fell into the culprit's trap. You saw through the cult facade and through the mayor facade. But you didn't realize that blaming Lucita only covers up the real murders. Murders? In plural? Tommy and 𝕮𝖆 did this, so you'd end up blaming Lucita. They probably hate Lucita and want her to rot in jail for ages. That's what I affirm. Well, how did you catch us? What? So it was really you? It's true, we did it because Lucita is a terrible frog. That much must be known. Tommy isn't naturally mute. His tongue was cut off by this vile woman. Damn! For frog's sake, Lucita! Wait, what you're saying doesn't make sense. Both of you were at this social gathering on the night of 𝕮𝖆's death. it's accurate to say that one of us was there. 𝕮𝖆𝖕 stood guard outside, and Tommy was the only one who could check on him. Of course, 𝕮𝖆𝖕's alibi is based on Tommy, and Tommy is his accomplice. There is something that still doesn't make sense. A lot of things, honestly. Your version of the events implies that 𝕮𝖆𝖕 had to go and kill 𝕮𝖆𝖕, and that's impossible. Why? Is she gonna say because I killed him? Because he was with me. He was a soldier in a war in faraway lands. He was retired from the battlefield because he was a coward. He cannot kill another frog. He cannot even look at a dead frog. That's because it wasn't me. I was inside in the party, not Tommy. I was pretending to be him. In both cases, Jan and 𝕮𝖆𝖕, it was Tommy who did everything. I merely planned. Then both are equally guilty. Slow down a little. How did you kill them? It was easy, due to how small and dependent we are. Other frogs, especially bigger ones, don't see us as a threat. It's enough to offer them one drink with a little poison, and then cover them with red dust. That's all we did. It's not the century's crime, and yet we had all of you fooled. Not all of us, kid. There's something I still don't get. Wasn't the detective dead? Why has no one offered us an explanation? I'm glad you've asked. 𝕮𝖆𝖕𝖊𝖐. Those were the letter of the name spoken so far. The last name to be spoken would be 𝕮. Now realize this. Other than me, there isn't even one single frog in this town whose name starts with 𝕮. By dying and pretending that my death was related, I ruined their word. 𝕮𝖆𝖕𝖊𝖐. And that's why, I presume, they stopped killing. See? Not true. We stopped killing because there is not one single person in this town whose name starts by R. Then as, it's good you didn't change your name to Rena. Oh my, it's true. Yes, we were waiting for her to change the name so we could go on. All's well then. Okay, I'm guessing like one of the question we can ask the policeman, I guess policewoman, at the beginning was as is a weird name, so I assume if we pick that question, she is supposed to say, I know I want to change my name to Rena. All's well then, but why did you admit to your crime so easily? Why didn't you fight? We are tired of serving this woman day after day, and especially I am tired of hiding what I've done, of the prosecution, the detective game, or the jazz. Put me into jail. Let me live with this woman or kill me. All three options are a punishment to me. Tommy will follow me either way. We only have each other in this whole world. I don't regret killing, the same way that I don't regret waking up today or admitting it all before you. All that moves me is hatred, and I am comfortable with the knowledge that this woman, Lucita, will never live a happy life, nor have any children. I believe we have nothing to do here anymore. Officer Az, would you please arrest them? I will. Wait, detective. You said something back there about the murders of Caligula and Hans. You sure they weren't suicide? Will we reopen the case? Whoa, don't be so impatient. Indeed, they weren't suicides. I know this almost for a fact, but that's a case for another time. Frog News. Local video games created by Adam Morton, Wyatt and Slow and Arizux. And that's the end. Oh god. Okay, that's cool. Well, it is time to say 3 things I liked and 3 things I disliked about this game. I don't know if I'm gonna find all 3 things to say that I like and dislike, but let's try anyway. I like that there are multiple, I don't know if there are multiple endings. I guess, because we can say that Lucida is indeed the culprit, so I don't know how it would end, but I don't know. Either way, I like that we have multiple choices throughout the game. That's cool. I like the way the frog moves. That's cute. I don't care. That's cute. That's cute as hell. And I like the humor in general, like the frog puns. I love frogs. I love puns. I love frog puns. The no but in yellow when we want to sleep. It's funny. The game is funny. What did I not like, however? I don't know. The game is very cool. I had a good time. I don't like, though, the night mechanics. I dislike that after, I think, either 3 or 4, I didn't pay that much attention, that after a certain number of person we interact with, we have to go to sleep. I really wish we could be able to talk to everybody in the town before going to sleep. And I dislike the fact that some words are misspelled. There was a then instead of a that, the major instead of mayor. There was another thing that I cannot remember. So maybe a little bit more proofreading would be cool. And finally, I did not like the story, not the whole story, but there are some loose ends. For example, the priest's son, was it his son or not? Who is it? What's happening? The I'm a divinity thing. What? I want to know what's up with this. What's up with the thing in the bocal? Again, I am assuming it's a tadpole, but it really looks like a fish, like a little goldfish. So maybe I can find more on this story if I replay the game and choose some other stuff, other options. But for now, I'm not gonna replay the game to try different options because the video is long enough. So for now, I still have some questions that are not answered. Something I want to add is that I was quite involved in the game. I did not think randomly of something else. I was focused on the game, reading every detail. My mind did not get lost, whatever. It's a sign of a good game when I am involved and focused from start to finish. And talking about finish, my fellow viscous swamp monsters, this is the end of the video, so please do not forget to not leave a like, not leave a comment, not subscribe to me, not share this video, and bye!